7 minutes. Just let the sounds on.
Yes, welcome to Lopez Quiz Week 19, ladies and gentlemen. 19 weeks we've been going through this event. Welcome to the party. I'm very excited. If this is your first time playing, I'm a comedian, Ignacio Lopez. You might have seen me on Facebook before, singing about British people, complaining about them, and now I've been stuck in Britain for 19 weeks without being able to go anywhere. I've been here for longer, but now I'm literally restricted. This is so much fun to play. It's a silly quiz. Anyone can play. Everyone's invited. The rules are simple. You're marking this yourself. Get a pen and paper ready. Get your snacks and drinks prepared. And we're going to play a quiz. I'm going to ask you questions. You write down the answers on your paper. You're going to mark them yourselves, all right? I don't care if you're a teacher and you're off school right now. You're going back to work for one night only to grade your own answers. Let's see who's playing. This is very exciting. So we've got the usual crew in from Swansea. Welcome to the party. Twitching Curtains. How are you doing, Storm? I did forget to mute the microphone, all right? So if you're playing one of the many drinking games people have come up with throughout the course of these 19 weeks, then you have to drink because I forgot to unmute or forgot to mute the microphone. So while the countdown was starting, you got to hear Michelle saying, the sound's on. Also, I just mentioned Michelle, so that's another reason to drink if you're playing the Michelle drinking game. So if I mention Michelle, take a sip. Yep, let's see who else is playing. You can hear me, which is great. That's what I always ask for, a thumbs up, because we've gone through our share of technical difficulties. We've had stuff crash on us. My computer, which is actually, Michelle and I are currently sharing a MacBook, it is humming. It is making a weird noise, as it always does. So if that comes across, I am not in a hovercraft. That is the sound of my computer. Scruffy looking nerf herders, the Geek Squad are here. Welcome to the party. Omskirk ladies, ready to the quiz. Bugs Life, ready and raring to go. Hey everyone, Nerd Immunity, how you doing, Linda? Welcome back. Ree is only the lonely, playing by yourself tonight. Don't worry, we're all friends together, and everyone, whether you've got 8 people in your team or if you're playing alone, everyone is equally terrible at this quiz. Plenty of people have their sangria and snacks ready. That's excellent. Today I am once again on the beer, slightly smaller containers than last time, but still on the Estrella Damm, Barcelona beer. Welcome. We got Rachel England, Leanne Simmons. I thought that was a team name then, but somebody was just saying they've been watching Dexter and it's just finished just in time. Some people enjoyed the countdown. Alex wants me to do that countdown on the day of Brexit. That's not going to happen, my friend, okay? I'm going to pretend that Brexit is not happening because I'm looking to enjoy myself for the rest of my life. What else we got going on? Drinks and snacks already. Excellent. I ate the intruder. The killing is a bit say, oh wait, we're now discussing Dexter in this. Okay, that's excellent. We can go to discussing the Dexter Q&As after the quiz, all right? This is on YouTube. If you want to join in on YouTube, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/C, that's the letter C, / Ignacio Lopez Comedy, all right? So if you don't know how to spell that, you're in trouble. You won't be able to find it. If you search for Lopez Quiz, you should be able to find it. So it's all good. My profile is outdated. I've gained some weight since then. That's somebody commenting on my YouTube video about the profile picture. Never Nice is their name, which is, I mean, that's nominative determinism in his thing. I mean, they were christened Never Nice at birth, and now this is the way they behave. Thank you so much. Never nice. We got Ray Turner, Summer Fruits and Wine Chili Sensation. We got the snacks being listed here. Excellent. Zebra Brush are back. I've actually lost weight for the first time in lockdown, I think. So you should have caught me a few weeks ago. I looked like a balloon. So I'm looking all right now, I think. I believe, I'm okay. On your lonesome as well. Don't worry, Loretta. I'm sure you're going to get plenty of answers correct. It's pretty simple, this game. Like I said, I ask questions. There's some difficult questions. There's some easy ones. But most of the time, it's just fun. It's just a bit of silliness. So just play along. Let's see where that gets us. Round one is what I like to call useless information. So it's kind of general knowledge, but it's stuff you don't really need to know in life unless, any of it pertains to you, in which case it makes sense. Let's give this a try. Round one, question one. Pens at the ready. Let's make this happen. What is the capital of each of the following countries? It's a three-part question. You get 1 point for each correct answer. A, Germany. B, Brazil. C, Serbia. Okay, so you got 3 countries there. All you have to do is tell me the capital city of each of those countries. So it's 3 points up for grabs. The beer is open. Linda's left. No, Linda, this isn't going to be a mouth drawing one this week. We're going to be drawing with our eyes closed. So there's a couple of games we played at our regulars. Every time you left your teeth in stuff, I alternate. So it was mouth last week. So this week it's eyes closed. Some of these. So Loretta is eating the homemade pizza with toppings and caramelized onions. Nice. I made some burgers today, which was good. It was very tasty. Michelle and I had a burger each with cheese, mustard and ketchup, and standard salad.
Standard salad.
Some chorizo on the side, obviously.
I wasn't offered.
So that was question one. Michelle's now complaining that she wasn't offered chorizo. It's in the fridge. You can help yourself now. I'm hosting this now. Question two. Paleontology is the study of what? All right, paleontology. If you watch the sitcom Friends, if you watched that sitcom was about 400 years ago, but I believe it's back on Netflix. So paleontology is the study of what? It was Ross Geller's job, I believe. His specialty, he was a paleontologist. Question three, we have a lockdown favorite format of question. How many toilet rolls is the Burj Khalifa? How many toilet rolls is the Burj Khalifa? That is the tallest building in the world. Oh dear. So never nice on YouTube. Just to give you a heads up, we do not post the answers in the comments, all right? I will block you. We're just trying to make it fun for everyone, so you write it on a piece of paper, okay?
Old school.
Yeah, so I can...
Like you would in a regular pub quiz.
Yeah, like you would in a regular pub quiz. You don't just shout it out. So that's for Chef Tadwix as well. So just a heads up, you don't post the answers in the chat. For that question, how many toilet rolls tall is the Burj Khalifa? All right, so a standard toilet roll, to help you out if you're good with measurements, is 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters is a standard toilet roll. You will have seen many of these at the beginning of lockdown when you were kicking and screaming your way through Tesco to pick them up. So figure it out and do not put the answer in the... Don't put it in the chat or I'm going to have to ban you. I don't think I've banned anyone in the history of this quiz. So week 19, this could be your lucky night. So you write them down on paper. At the end of each round, I'm going to give you the answers. You can mark them off and we're going to find out what your scores are, okay? Very simple. With this one as well, margin of error, I'm going to give you 100 toilet rolls margin of error, all right? So you can be within 100 of the correct answer and you will get 1 point. Question 4. Which human invention was the first object to travel faster than the speed of sound? Which human invention was the first object to travel faster than the speed of sound? Never Nice is asking, where do we put the answers? You write them down on a piece of paper. I said that right at the start, Never Nice. Very simple. You write down your answers on a piece of paper or on a tablet or however you want to do your own answers, and then you're grading them yourselves, all right? And then I'm going to take your word for it. I'm being asked, are they Andrex or Nikki though? That's a good question about the toilet rolls, but it doesn't matter because both are 10 centimeters tall. We're going by the height, not the thickness, not the ply, nothing. Standard toilet roll, 10 centimeters tall. Which human invention was the first object to travel faster than the speed of sound? For 1 point. And the answer is not shoe. It doesn't matter how fast you throw a shoe, it is not the correct answer. Question 5. So this is the one Linda was waiting for, and she's left her teeth in because sometimes we play a game where we put our pens in our mouths to draw the answers, but this time you are writing it on with your hand, but you're going to be closing your eyes. So it's a closing your eyes challenge. Very simple. Question 5. With your eyes closed, I want you to draw the following. A, pineapple. B, they're all fruit, by the way. You're drawing 4 fruit. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to draw 4 fruit, okay? But I'm going to list them for you first. A, pineapple. B, banana. C, tomato. And D, raspberry, okay? So you got 4 fruit to draw. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and your 2 minutes starts...
What was the second one?
I mean, it's written on the screen, banana.
I can't see it. It hasn't come up yet, sorry. It's on your screen. It's so far out.
So your time starts now, 2 minutes. So the first one is pineapple, then you got banana, tomato, and raspberry. You're drawing 4 fruit on your paper with your eyes closed, all right? So if you're playing in a team, hand your pen and paper to whoever is the best at drawing, or if they're good at drawing blind, pass it to them that way. They will be the ones to do it. Draw the following fruit. A, pineapple. B, banana. C, tomato. D, raspberry. 4 fruit. It would help if you know what the fruit looks like. I'm being asked to come to Singapore. I would love to come to Singapore. Let's make that happen. I don't know if I'm allowed to travel out of the country yet. I know Spain has just made its way back onto the quarantine list in the UK. That's none of my doing, all right? I had nothing to do with that. Singapore, I would love to go. Anyone been to Singapore? So you've got 1 minute and 7 seconds left. If you want to draw it with your mouth and your eyes closed, if you're that committed to it, then you crack on, you have a go. But you have to be very honest with yourselves about how good the drawings are at the end of it. Yes, raspberry. That's the fruit raspberry, not the sound you make with your mouth. Ah, Joe, you're supposed to be going to Menorca next week, or you are still going. And then I think it's 14-day quarantine if you come back. I feel like I've been in quarantine for 19 weeks, so 14 days is nothing anymore, is it? It is a shame though. Okay, you have 15 seconds left. Russell's telling me all his drawings are perfect. I'm very much looking forward to seeing them, Russell, because what you need to do to help me out, you need to take a picture of them when you're done, and you need to send it to the hashtag Lopez Quiz. You can tweet that. You can post it on Instagram, whatever you want to do. I love to see your drawings with your eyes closed, people, right? That cheers up my week. So let's see your drawings. Mallorca is grande. Yeah, that's why it's called Mallorca. Had a Singapore sling in Raffles Hotel in Singapore. Nice but expensive. Your drawings look like photos. So your time is up now. So pens down if you were drawing with your eyes closed. True Orlando in the house. I'm looking forward to seeing these drawings. So Bruce Lee, woman, Kim is saying, your drawings look like photos. They're uncanny. Stick them up with a hashtag. I need to see them. How do you hashtag? Not on YouTube. So if you're on Twitter, on Instagram, you can send them to me that way. You're marking them yourself, so I don't have to see them, but I do like to see them. So on Twitter, on Instagram, hashtag Lopez Quiz. Just post a picture, and the hashtag is when you do the hash symbol, followed by Lopez Quiz, all one word. Steph always gets full marks for the drawings, apparently. That's good to hear. All right, here's a recap of... Oh, wait, no, we've got one more question, do we? Yes, we do. Question 6, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. What bird is the nursery song about? That's not the complete nursery, by the way, nursery song. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. What bird is the nursery? Should that be song? It's a nursery rhyme, surely. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. 3 for... I don't know how it goes. It's girl and boy, isn't it? 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. That's the beauty of drawing stuff with your eyes closed. So somebody's Race just said the raspberry drew looks more like a loose collection of peas. That's the beauty of it, because you know, if you can't see what you're drawing, sometimes it's not connected. Bit of advice for you: keep your hand on the paper, move your fingers, keep your hand where it is. You might, well, it's a bit late now. We've passed that question. Do I accept USPS delivery? I mean, you can post it to me if you like. It might be delayed. I had a face mask ordered with USPS actually. US Postal Service, but still hasn't arrived to the UK. That was 7 weeks ago, nearly half the quiz ago. All right, here's a recap of the questions before I give you the answers. What is the capital of each of the following countries? Germany, Brazil, Serbia. 3 points, you get 1 for each correct answer. Question 2, paleontology is the study of what? For 1 point. Question 3, how many toilet rolls tall is the Burj Khalifa as the world's tallest building? Question 4, which human invention was the first object to travel faster than the speed of sound? Question 5, with your eyes closed, draw the following fruit: pineapple, banana, tomato, raspberry. I'm very much looking forward to seeing those. I'm going to be having a drink and enjoying those pictures later. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. What bird is the nursery song about? For 1 point. Oh, I'm being asked, do I want a Wild Stallions one? Absolutely, Louise. I would love a Wild Stallions mask. I bought myself a t-shirt to make a Wild Stallions t-shirt ready for the new Bill and Ted movie. But I do not have a face mask. I would love it. So drop me a DM and I will sort something out. Okay, here are the answers for you. So get ready to mark these. For 3 points, the correct answers were Berlin, Brasilia, and Belgrade. Okay, those were the capitals of Germany, Brazil, and Serbia. 3 points. And a drink. Question 2. What is paleontology the study of? It is, of course, fossils. It is the study of fossils. I will also accept it is the study of boring stuff. You can put boring stuff and I will accept that as the answer for 1 point. Question 3. How many toilet rolls is the Burj Khalifa? It is 8,280. That's way less than I thought it was going to be when I was looking up the answers, when I was calculating it. But you had 100 margin of error there. Did anyone even get close to that? Who guessed? What were your guesses for toilet roll? I do like to know these as well. Bearing in mind 10 centimeters tall. 8,280 toilet rolls. People always put Rio de Janeiro. See, I know that that's not the answer because I know what you did last summer, where they win a competition to go on holiday and they put the answer Rio de Janeiro and they win, but that's not actually the answer. What is the human invention that first broke the speed of sound? It's the whip. Indiana Jones' favorite tool, the whip. Although he does resort to using the gun when he's facing certain adversaries. The whip. Una's toilet roll maths. Una put 32,000. That would eclipse the tallest building in the world. Let's do it. Let's make it out of toilet roll. We can make the tallest man-made structure in the world. Wow, Never Nice said 8,298. That's a pretty good guess, my friend. 7,500. That's so close. That's not bad, actually. 3,450. That's more about the size of the Empire State Building. You're getting that's not bad. Ray put 10,000. See, these are good guesses, but not quite good enough. 8 to 80. See, the thing is, if you knew the size, and after I told you your toilet roll was 10 centimeters, you could have worked that out to the dot. Ian Bottom put 150,000. He's going to the moon via toilet roll. That's what he's doing. Okay, 5 was the drawings, wasn't it? What were the fruit? Let me write them down again. So because I like to have a go as well. Give myself a pen. We're going to use a red pen, but we're going to pretend it's black because not all of the fruit is red. First one was pineapple, right? So I'm going to look away. I'm going to draw myself a pineapple here. This is terrible. Oh, it's not too bad. That's my pineapple. You could picture that being on a pattern of somebody's tropical t-shirt or something. That's my pattern. For the pineapple, what was the second one? Banana. That's the easiest one, right? That's like, oh, I think I've messed it up. Oh, that's okay. It just looks like a weird smile. There's no kind of shading or any kind of detail in there. You just have to think easy. But if you said to somebody, what fruit is that? They're not going to say apple, are they? They're going to get it spot on. What's the next one? It is tomato. This is a problem because it could potentially look a bit like a pumpkin. So you want to do like a circle and then a little. I would say that is a tomato. If you had to ask, you have to be honest with yourself with your drawings, okay? If you don't think it looks like that thing, if you had to show a stranger, if you had to say, I am going to get arrested unless you can tell me what this picture of a fruit is, what fruit is this? And they have to tell you exactly what fruit it is. Okay, this is the tough one now. This is the raspberry. Here we go, without looking. So I'm looking away. Oh, this has gone way over. This is... Nah, it looks more like grapes. I would not give myself a grade for that. I'm not happy about this. So I'm going to give myself 3 out of 4 for that. So you get 4 points, 1 for each correct, accurate drawing of a fruit. It would help if you knew what those fruit were. If you were unfamiliar with the tomato, if for instance you have never eaten Spanish food, then you might not have got that one correct. The nursery rhyme: 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. It is, of course, the magpie, the least appetizing of all of the pies. Magpie. That is the answer. Here is a recap of all of the answers for you. There are 11 points in total for this round. We're going to move on to the next round soon, but tell me how many you got. Here's a recap of the answers. A, Berlin. B, Brasilia. C, Belgrade. So that's 3 points. Then we had fossils for 1 point. 8,280 toilet rolls for 1 point. 4 is the whip. That is the first man-made invention that broke the sound barrier. Question 5 was, of course, the fruit. So grade yourself, fairly. Be honest with yourself. If it is a complete mess, if you should set fire to the piece of paper because it looks like you're going to summon a demon with your drawings, then you do not get points. Question 6 is magpie. Magpie. So how did people do? Out of 11, let's have a look. We got 8 out of 11. 8 for nerd immunity. Acetone, nail varnish remover. Is that what you're going to use to get rid of the drawings? What are we discussing here? I haven't seen all of the comments. I'm hearing good things about people's pineapples. Looking forward to seeing them. 6, good score. 9. These are all impressive scores. I was hoping for less. You have disappointed me with your accurate answers. 10 out of 11 for the beam necessities. How are people doing over on YouTube? 9 out of 11. That's a good score, Haley. That is fantastic going solo. Why are you sneaky blinder going solo? 9 out of 11 for Sean as well. Well done. 9. 6 out of 11 for Alison. That's good. You always say you do badly, Alison, but that is a good score. WD Forte is the winner. What are we discussing? I don't know why people are putting there the tips to get rid of drawings. Did you use permanent ink? Did you draw it? Did you give yourself a tattoo of a pineapple? What's happening? Okay, I think those are pretty good scores anyway. We're going to move on to the next round. So that was the first round. That was the useless information round. Your next round is going to be music. It is the music round. I do have some bad news for fans of Felix. If you regularly tune in, 9 is a good score. Well done, never nice. This is, if you usually tune in, you will know that Scott Morgan, guitarist, plays wonderful music for us for the intro at the end of this round. And Felix tends to join him backing, dancing as the star of the show. Unfortunately, they weren't able to make a song for us this week, so we're not having that. But do not worry, Nana is going to appear later on in the film and television round. But here we go. This is the music round. If I can find, there we go. First slide. So once again, answers on paper. I will recap the questions and give you the answers at the end of the round. Question 1. Who released an album at midnight on July 24th this year? Bonus, what is it called? So I'm looking for an artist name and the name of their album that they released on midnight, July 24th this year, for 2 points. This is fairly easy if you've been on the internet at all in the last 2 days. Lots of people going on about it. Yes, Nana is making an appearance, do not worry. No man needs somebody breaking the speed of sound on them, very true. I've got a flipping seagull outside my flat. I'm sure it's the same one every day. Noisy. He's quiet now. I think he knows the quiz is happening. Question 2. Which artist is nicknamed The Boss? Which artist, musician, singer-songwriter is named The Boss? For 1 point. Again, I think these are easy questions and answers, and I could be wrong. Maybe you disagree? We'll find out at the end of the round when I give the answers. Question 3. Which group uses the word sexy more? Is it Right Said Fred in their song Too Sexy? Or is it LMFAO in Sexy and I Know It? So 2 songs, which one contains the word sexy the most? So in which song is the word sexy used most frequently? For 1 point. So you need to tell me, is it Right Said Fred who used the word most? Or is it LMFAO? I want to say the full, I don't want to say the initialism for that, I just want to say the full name of the group. Which group? Is it Right Said Fred or LMFAO? 1 point. I did have to listen to both and count it earlier. Yes, I could have looked up the lyrics, but I like to go in, check for myself. The internet can sometimes have inaccuracies. Question 4 in the music round. How many strings does a mandolin have? How many strings does a mandolin have? Do I want to borrow an air gun to deal with the seagull? I want one of those air horns. I think that would be more fun. Or Eric Cantona. I think he could swoop in and kick at it. He had some saying about seagulls and trawlers, right? He probably knows how to deal with them. Who's a closet Right Said Fred fan? Me. I do like Right Said Fred. Illegal, they are protected. What? Seagulls are protected. I knew it. Diplomatic immunity. This is like Lethal Weapon 2 all over again. Flaming seagulls. Okay, not flaming. I've not set fire to a seagull. Question 5. This is the song intro. So Scott Morgan, guitarist, would have usually contributed a song, but he's at a busy week. We're hoping we're hoping that Scott and Felix can return next week. But in the meantime, I do have my guitar with me. I did a comedy gig recently, and as soon as I picked up the guitar, somebody just commented, "Put down the guitar." So I was like, "No, I'm going to play a comedy song. That's what I had planned." So I'm just going to play you. Hopefully, you can hear the guitar a bit. I'm just going to play you a riff. So you need to tell me. Don't tell me. Write it down on your paper. The name of the song and the original artist of this song. All right. So see if you can identify it from this. I looked up the tab for this earlier. So that's it. It's as simple as that. You should get it from that. It's quite well. If you know the song, it's simple. If you don't know it, then that's just a bunch of chords. It's a waste of time. And so you need to tell me the original artist and the name of the song. Do you need to hear it again? Do you think you got it from that? I don't have to play it again. I definitely need another sip. This music business is difficult. I'll give it a go. There's no such thing as a seagull. What? That's as much as you're getting for that. So you tell me, you write down the name of the song and the name of the original artist. I'll play you a bit more of it later when I give you the answers. Here's a recap of all of the questions for you. We've flown through the music round this week. I think it's because I didn't get to sit back and watch Felix rocking out. Question 1, who released an album at midnight on July 24th this year? Bonus, what is it called? 2 points. Question 2, which artist is nicknamed The Boss? For 1 point. Question 3, which group uses the word sexy more? Is it Right Said Fred in Too Sexy, or is it LMFAO in Sexy and I Know It? Question 4, how many strings does a mandolin have? How many strings does a mandolin have? And that is a mandolin that is fully stringed, not one that has had a string broken. Question 5 was the song intro, so I need you to write down the name of the artist, original artist of the song I just played you the intro to, and the name of the song. It's not different every time I play it, it's exactly the same. Always critics online. So 7 points up for grabs in this round. Let's see how we've done, shall we? Question 1, I think you should, if you're on the internet right now watching and playing this quiz, so you must know it. Taylor Swift, right? Taylor Swift released Folklore, which is her latest album. She released it midnight on the 24th. So 2 points for that one. Question 2 was Bruce Springsteen. Okay, Bruce Springsteen, the oldest teenager in the world, Bruce Springsteen. 1 point, he is called The Boss. He's nicknamed The Boss because I don't know. Question 3, Right Said Fred said it most. They said the word sexy in their song Too Sexy 21 times. LMFAO said it 6 times, only 6 times. Honestly, listen to the whole song. They only say sexy and I know it 6 times. But they do say wiggle 24 times. So you need to weigh it up that way. Also, I found out that I also looked into it because I didn't know if I was going to make it a 3-band question or 3-act question. Justin Timberlake in the song Sexy Back says the word sexy 26 times. 26 times. But he's not in the question. The answer was Right Said Fred. 1 point. How many strings does a mandolin have? It is 8 strings. 8 strings. Because he is the boss. Yeah, accurate. Makes sense. I think he picked up the nickname just through being an all-round cool guy. So yeah, 8 strings for the mandolin. I've never played the mandolin. It must be, well, I mean, it's going to be 2 strings more difficult than a guitar, isn't it? So here's a recap of those answers for you. Oh, the song intro as well, sorry, I forgot to mention. The song intro was, of course, Muse with Time Is Running Out. So I'll play you a bit of a longer version in a bit, but it was Muse, Time Is Running Out. So question 1, Taylor Swift, Folklore. Question 2, Bruce Springsteen. Question 3, Right Said Fred. Question 4, 8 strings. And question 5 was Muse with Time Is Running Out. Are the strings paired? Oh, that makes it easier. Well, they harmonize with each other. They've never picked one up. I have to give it a try. Oh, they doubled up like a 12 string. Makes sense. Some people recognize the intro, which I'm happy about. Okay, how did people do? Give me your scores. That was out of 7, right? You got the Muse one right? So while you're putting your scores up on there, I'm going to try and play a bit of it because I looked up the tab earlier. I do like the song, but I don't think I know the lyrics. We'll find out. I do like butchering songs and watching people through the screen digitally put their fingers in their ears. I think I'm drowning, asphyxiated. I wanna play the game you've created. I think I'm beautiful, the contradiction, something, affliction. You will be the death of me. Yeah, you will be the death That's enough of that. 5 out of 7, as you had 9-inch nails for the last question. Oh no! Do you know what that means? That means you lose 9 points. If you put 9-inch nails down, you lose 9 points. That is the rule. If you get it correct, it's a 9-point bonus. If you answer with 9-inch nails, you lose it. I listen to 9-inch nails. What am I doing later? Later, I'm going to be watching the panel for Comic-Con of Bill and Ted's latest movie, which Kevin Smith is interviewing everyone involved, but probably then listening to 9-inch nails. That's what I imagine I'll be doing. But how did people do? We had 12 for Carl. Full marks. Well done. 7 out of 7, Jamie. Great work. 2. Sorry, Linda. 2 is not a wonderful score, but you have beaten Charlotte Wheeler over on YouTube. I do apologize because you lose 9 points, because that is the rules to the game, which I pretty much make up as I go along. 4 for Zebra Dogs. 3. That's you do better next week. It's okay. 4 points. Well done, Una. Better than halfway. Muse, Annette is a fan. 3 out of 7. 3 out of 8. Don't worry. We'll get Scott back next week playing a song better that you and with Felix dancing. You can all guess it then. Let's take a look. Next round. This is the sports round, which some people don't like, some people love it. Just gonna have to deal with it. Question 1 of the sports round. Pens on paper. Round 3, question 1. To which football teams do the following stadiums belong? All right, to which football teams do the following stadiums belong? We have 3 points up for grabs there, so 1 for each correct football team. We've got A, Camp Nou, B, San Siro, C, Liberty Stadium. So there's 3 teams I'm looking for. 3 teams for 3 points. Question 1. So that's a 3-part question. You get a point for each one. Oh, thank you, Susan. Compliment. Fighting over a girl. I don't know what that's a reference to. Is the answer Ryan Giggs? Do you answer Ryan Giggs for every sport question every week, Martin? I just wanted to check. Oh, Chef Tadwix was flirting with Charlotte. Okay, I see. You need to work on your flirting there. Okay, Chef. Question 2. In snooker, or pretentious pool, as I like to call it, how many points is the pink ball worth? How many points is the pink ball worth? For 1 point. If you don't know the answer to any of these, take a guess. Take a wild guess. The answer is not Ryan Giggs for the last question for in snooker, by the way. Just to point that out there. In snooker, how many points is the pink ball worth? For 1 point. Question 3. Where were the 1976 Olympics held? Where were the 1976 Olympics held? The answer is not sports stadiums. You have to tell me which city the Olympics were held. Sneaky blinders, back together. Excellent. Somebody's been to all 3 of the football club stadiums. Good news. Is it maybe 4 football teams? Did I give... Is it? I don't know. Unless, what, we counting like reserve stuff as well? I don't know. Maybe I didn't think this through. If there's a trick answer in there I was not aware of, let me know when I give you the answers and I'll tell you whether you get a point for it or not. Question 4. Fernando Alonso won his first Formula 1 title with which team? Which team did he win his first Formula 1 title? So I'm looking for a car team? How does it work? Give you a clue. What, for the Olympic question? Just guess a city. Just guess just guess a city. I'll give you a clue. The city is not in Europe. It was not the European Olympics. I know it's a World Olympics, but Europe took part, lots of nations from Europe, but it was not in a European city. One of the stadiums is shared. True, but I did say football teams, didn't I? So if you're talking about the Liberty Stadium, then it's the football team that plays there. If it's shared, if one of the others is shared as well, this is going to be chaos, this question, and I regret everything. Question 5. which player holds the record for the most caps in rugby? Which player holds the record for the most caps in rugby union? Rugby union, I should add. Should have read to the end of the question. Always look for the question mark. Bonus, which country is he from? All right, so which player holds the world record for the most caps in rugby union, and which country is he from? 2 points up for grabs in this question. Oh, apparently one is shared between two football teams. Is the San Siro shared between two teams? Oh, well, I was looking for one in particular, but you named both, and one of them's got to be right, hasn't it? Oh, okay. I don't really watch much Italian football. Only when Real Madrid play an Italian team in the Champions League. That's all I care about. Here's a recap of the questions for you. To which football teams do the following stadiums belong? A. Camp Nou, B. San Siro, and C. Liberty Stadium. So there's 3 points up for grabs there. If you put 4 teams down, then you've got better chance of getting the question right. Question 2, in snooker, how many points is the pink ball worth? Question 3, where were the 1976 Olympics held? Not in Europe, that is your clue. Question 4, Fernando Alonso won his first Formula One title with which team? For 1 point. Question 5, which player holds the record for the most caps in rugby union? Bonus, which country is he from? All right, so there's 8 points up for grabs in this round. Somebody's guessing the Ospreys there. That is the second team I was talking about. Here are the answers for you, any of the sports one, to put you out of your misery, folks. So we've got the answers I had down originally were Barcelona as the first one, Camp Nou, AC Milan. That's who I had down. Who's the other team if there's 2 teams? Is anyone? Somebody let me know. And C was Swansea City, of course, which the stadium shared for the Ospreys. That's what I thought you meant about it being shared, but I did say football. But no, apparently AC Milan share their stadium with another club. But there's 3 points up for grabs there. So if you name those specific 3 clubs, then you get yourself 3 points. Question 2. How many points is the pink ball worth in snooker or pretentious pool? It is 6. Interplay in San Siro as well. Oh, I did not know that. They share a stadium? Pathetic. What kind of a city is it? One stadium wonders. I didn't know Inter Milan played it. I should have known it, but like I said, don't really follow Italian football. Question 3. It is Montreal. Montreal in Canada. Thank you. Everyone's let me know. It is Inter Milan. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. Got it. The 2 Milan clubs. Okay. So yeah, Montreal was there. That's where the Olympics were held, 1976. You don't have to watch the Olympics to know that. You might have seen a poster for it. Some people put like vintage stuff up. It's before I was born anyway. But question 4: Fernando Alonso won his first Formula One title with Renault, the French car company. I'm being told pool is simple snooker. No, my friend, pool is a bar game. All right, it is a bar game. It is not a sport. To be honest with you, snooker's not a sport, is it? Don't make me take points away if you got 6 correct. I'm saying it's not a sport. Question 5, who was the most capped player in the history of rugby union so far? Richie McCaw, and he is from New Zealand. Richie McCaw. I do like an American pool table with the larger holes. That's a good point, Phil. You learned it in parrot fashion. Richie McCaw, New Zealand, for 2 points. So here's a recap of all of the answers. So 8 points up for grabs in this round. Barcelona, AC Milan, apparently Inter as well. If you put Milan of some kind, I will accept it. Swansea City for 3 points altogether. Question 2, 6. Question 3, Montreal. Question 4, Renault. And question 5, Richie McCaw, New Zealand. So pretty good. Golf is definitely a sport. I don't know how I feel about that. I've asked golf questions in the sports round, but I do not believe it is a sport. Even if you can get sponsorship from Nike, I don't think it qualifies in my eyes. If between playing a ball to the next ball, you have to get in a small, tiny clown car, I don't think it's a sport. I think it is a pastime to network. I think that's what it's used for. All right, we're going into the film. How did people do anyway, round-wise? Out of 8, how did people do? 3.5 out of 8. That's pretty good at sports. It is correct. 4, 5. 4 for Seamus's mum. Mum, you and Jew. Then we've got 2 out of 8. Rosalind, don't worry. The sports round, if it's not your strength, you pick it up. You pick up points in the film and TV, I'm sure. Angela got 0, but you're not surprised as that's how much interest you've got in sport. I totally get it. All right, apart from the sports I like, Charlotte got 1 whole point. Well done. All right. Apart from the sports and the stuff I like, the only way I know about sports is through movie biopics. All right, because I'm a big fan of film, so that's how I know most of my sports questions and trivia. You've Ray's been disowned by his family because you got Swansea City. You got Swansea City. Is that why you're disowned by? I'm not sure. 7 for Kumtawi Quizzes. That is a strong score. Well done, Nicola. Are you competitive quizzers? Is that what's happening? We got Keith got 4. We got 6 out of 8. We had some good ones. Is there a bit of a sound drop on YouTube apparently? I think so. It says excellent connection for me on YouTube. If you can't quite hear me, maybe the fans on my computer are making it terrible. Eight. Well done, Rihanna and Ellis Evans with your team, Carol. Can't believe there weren't any curling questions. I didn't ask any curling questions this time, did I? Next week. All right, this is good. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. I've gone through 1.5 cans of beer. I might have to get up to get another one shortly. I think YouTube is working okay. I'm sorry if there was a dropout of sound of some kind. I had no interference with the mic. The sound levels look okay my side, so maybe there's some dodgy connection between me and the 400 other million computers it needs to go through and servers in order to reach you. All right, we're doing film and television now. Pens at the ready. This quiz has gone way too fast, but don't worry, we got 2 rounds left. Question 1 of film and television. Name the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Name the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Bonus, where did their names come from? All right, you only get 1 point for naming all 4 correct Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You need to get them all to get the point. The bonus point is where do their names come from? I am going to go to the fridge very shortly. When I recap the questions, I think I'll pop out, or when we hear from Nana. I think a cat has just managed to chase off the seagull. That's good news. Giving a running commentary of outside my flat. You might have noticed it got a bit darker my end because it is getting darker outside, and I've been illuminated a bit from the window this week. I've only used the 1 light because people were complaining I looked like I had jaundice when I was using my lamp, which is why Question 2. In which soaps would you find the following places? I do apologize for my international friends playing if you don't know these answers, because soap operas, these are quite popular in the UK. And I haven't used any telenovelas. All right, here we go. In which soaps would you find the following places? A. Rover's Return. B. Summer Bay Caravan Park. And C. Sun Hill Police Station. All right, so 3 points, you get 1 for each correct answer. When you're on question 2, and you should have written down a lot of stuff. So the first one was all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle names, all 4 to get 1 point. Bonus, where the names come from. And the second question is name the soaps you will find these places. Rover's Return, Summer Bay Caravan Park, and Sun Hill Police Station. Question 3. What nationality is Dolph Lundgren? What nationality is Dolph Lundgren? If you don't know who Dolph is, he was... If you don't know who Dolph is, he was Ivan Drago in Rocky IV. He was He-Man in Masters of the Universe. He's an action star. But what was his first Hollywood film? That's the bonus question. What was his first Hollywood film? So what nationality is he, and what was his first Hollywood film? Clue for what was his first Hollywood film. He got the part because he was recommended for it by his girlfriend at the time, Grace Jones. What was his first Hollywood film? For 2 points. I think he was actually working as a bouncer and security guard before he started acting. He just got out of university. Grace convinced him when he was working bodyguard for her. She convinced him to drop out of university and go work in acting instead. And he later became Ivan Drago and He-Man, so it paid off. Question 4. Where do the Flintstones live? Where do the Flintstones live? Classic Hanna-Barbera cartoon and also a movie with John Goodman playing Fred Flintstone. Where do the Flintstones live? If you have to sing the theme tune to get this answer, I completely understand. Question 5. Which actor has appeared in more James Bond films than any other? Which actor has appeared in more James Bond films than any other? Well, 1 point. Can you hear the fan? Is that really annoying? The sound on my laptop, is the fan? Yeah, I can see it being picked up by the thing. Well, the problem is, we're sharing a MacBook. I've got a broken second monitor, which is fuzzy. Life's falling apart, guys, alright? The hinge has fallen off my bathroom door, the top hinge. It's lucky I don't share a flat with anyone other than Michelle because we have zero privacy anymore. We don't have a bathroom door. And here I am hosting an online pub quiz Saturday night. What actors appeared in more James Bond films than any other? 1 point. Question 6. Right, this is time for Nana's films. Bit of a change to the regular format. I did ask Nana to read quotes as she usually does, but she did not have time apparently. But Nana is going to give you some cryptic clues for 5 films. Alright, so there's 5 points up for grabs. Listen to Nana. She is going to talk about 5 films and you have to tell me the 5 films. You get a point for each correct. You get a point for each correct film. So here is Nana. Listen close to what she's got to say and see if you can tell me what film she is talking about. There might be some tough clues in there, but see if you can name the 5 films that Nana is talking about. Here is Nana.
Hiya, love. Hope you're enjoying your little quiz again. I'm sorry I haven't done quotes for you this week, love. We've been too busy celebrating the good news, me and Ethel. We've been drinking sherry because they're opening the library again. So we were going to pop down on Monday to pick up some Blu-rays, but we've got to order them online. The only problem is we can't remember the names of the films. So I was hoping that you and your little quiz friends could help us. I've made some notes here. So there's 5 films we wanted. We don't know if they'll be in stock or not. The first one, Lake Puppies. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. Lake Puppies. The one with the men in the suits and they're named like the Power Rangers. Lake Puppies. That's the first one. The second one, love. I can't quite remember the name. Courageous Lung. Courageous Lung. It might be liver. Courageous Lung. The one with all the shouting and the kilts, love. It's not as good as Highlander, but we wanted to watch it again. What's the third one? Dancing in Drizzle. Dancing in Drizzle, love. He's got an umbrella. You know the one, the man with two first names. Dancing in Drizzle. I'm sure it's called that or something like that. The fourth one, Psycho Pigeons. Have you seen that one, Psycho Pigeons? You know, it's about the pigeons and the seagulls, and they go a bit mental. Like that time your cousin accidentally put Red Bull in the bird bath. Psycho Pigeons. I can't remember what it's called. And the last one we could think of, I think this one won an Oscar, love. £781,770 child. £781,770 child. It's got that man from the films with the tangerine ape in. You know the one with the tangerine ape? What else is he in? Filthy Henry. Filthy Henry. £781,770 child. Well, you ask your little quiz friends and you let me know what the names of those films are. So there's 5 there. They should know some of them. I'm sure those are the names, but if they're not right, let me know so I can book them online and I can go pick up the Blu-rays then on Monday. And then maybe I can get some quotes sorted for you for next week, love, alright? Have fun with your little quiz friends. Ta-ra!
So that was Nana with a bunch of cryptic clues about the film. If you don't know what's going on, I know some people are a bit confused. So that was my grandmother, Nana. Every week she contributes with some clues for films, and we have to name the movies. So there were 5 clues there. Was it not good, the sound? It's too bad. I'm going to play it again. It might be a bit better second time round. So Nana has appeared in a few sketches for me, comedy sketches, and she comes back every week. So here comes Nana again. If you've already got your 5 movies, then grab and get yourself another drink like I have. Another beer. And Nana is with the times. Okay, Blu-ray she is streaming, but her internet's been down recently. I think some seagulls ate away at the cables outside. So this is Nana one more time. 5 films. If you've already got them, if you want a quick break, go grab a drink, some snacks, whatever. It's about 2 minutes long, this video. Here's Nana with 5 more cryptic clues.
Hiya, love. Hope you're enjoying your little quiz again. I'm sorry I haven't done quotes for you this week, love. We've been too busy celebrating the good news, me and Ethel. We've been drinking sherry because they're opening the library again. So we were going to pop down on Monday to pick up some Blu-rays, but we've got to order them online. The only problem is we can't remember the names of the films. So I was hoping that you and your little quiz friends could help us. I've made some notes here. So there's 5 films we wanted. We don't know if they'll be in stock or not. The first one, Lake Puppies. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. Lake Puppies. The one with the men in the suits and they're named like the Power Rangers. Lake Puppies. That's the first one. The second one, love. I can't quite remember the name. Courageous Lung. Courageous Lung. It might be liver. Courageous Lung. The one with all the shouting and the kilts, love. It's not as good as Highlander, but we wanted to watch it again. What's the third one? Dancing in Drizzle. Dancing in Drizzle, love. He's got an umbrella. You know the one, the man with 2 first names. Dancing in Drizzle. I'm sure it's called that or something like that. The fourth one, Psycho Pigeons. Have you seen that one, Psycho Pigeons? You know, it's about the pigeons and the seagulls, and they go a bit mental. Like that time your cousin accidentally put Red Bull in the bird bath. Psycho Pigeons. I can't remember what it's called. And the last one we could think of, I think this one won an Oscar, love. £781,770 child. £781,770 child. It's got that man from the films with the tangerine ape in. You know the one with the tangerine ape? What else is he in? Filthy Henry. Filthy Henry. £781,770 child. Well, you ask your little quiz friends and you let me know what the names of those films are. So there's 5 there. They should know some of them. I'm sure those are the names, but if they're not right, let me know so I can book them online and I can go pick up the Blu-rays then on Monday. And then maybe I can get some quotes sorted for you for next week, love, alright? Have fun with your little quiz friends. Ta-ra!
So there was Nana with 5 movies. She's trying to figure what they are. If you can help her, then she can hopefully rent them from the library or take them out. Some people already guessing over on YouTube. Yeah, we'll hear the answers very soon. Let's have a recap of the questions for you. Of the film and television round, the questions were: name the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for 1 point, or 4 of them. Where did their names come from for a 2nd point, bonus. Question 2, in which soaps would you find the following places? Rover's Return, Summer Bay Caravan Park, Sun Hill Police Station. Those are for 3 points. Question 3, what nationality is Dolph Lundgren? Bonus, what was his first Hollywood film? 2 points. Question 4, where do the Flintstones live? For 1 point. Question 5, which actor has appeared in more James Bond films than any other? For 1 point. And Nana's films were Lake Puppies, Courageous Lung, Dancing in Drizzle, these are the titles she gave them by the way, Psycho Pigeons, and £781,770 child for 5 points. So there's 14 points up for grabs. Let's do some answers. Let's make it happen. Question 1. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. And they are named after Renaissance painters. Alright, that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Question 2. The shows, the soap operas that those places are from. We have Coronation Street, Home and Away, and The Bill. Question 3. Dolph Lundgren is from Sweden. He is Swedish, and the film is A View to a Kill. A View to a Kill. Yeah, the Bond movie. He was a henchman in that in the scene with Christopher Walken being. Yeah, well, it's a good movie. I do like A View to a Kill. But yeah, that was Dolph Lundgren's first role. Question 4. From town of Bedrock, that is where the Flintstones are from, for 1 point. Bedrock. I think they've been more. I think they've had sequels, but I've only seen the first live-action film. Question 5. Which Bond actor has appeared in more? Which actor has appeared in the most Bond films? It is Desmond Llewellyn. Desmond Llewellyn, who played Q in the first. I don't know how many Bond movies have been. He was in them a lot. He was in a lot of them before John Cleese took over the part of Q, which stands for Quartermaster. He was the one who kitted Bond out with all of his cool gadgets. Desmond Llewellyn maintained that role for decades. Desmond Llewellyn. Then we have the films that Nana gave. All right. So somebody got you thrown off. We got Lake Puppies is obviously Reservoir Dogs. Courageous Lung, the one with the shouting and the kilts, is Braveheart. She was a bit off with the organ. Singing in the Rain was Dancing in Drizzle. We had The Birds, which is Psycho Pigeons, I think she called them. £781,770 child. $1 Million Baby. $1 million is £781,770. So answers on paper. That was 5 points. Okay, 5 points for that one. Here's a recap of all of the answers. There are 14 points in total, so please tell me how you got on in this round, in the film and television round. We've got Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. They are named after Renaissance painters for 2 points. Then we had Coronation Street, Home and Away, and The Bill. 3 points. Question 3, Swedish. Dolph Lundgren, his nationality, and the first Hollywood film he appeared in was A View to a Kill. Question 4, Bedrock, that is where the Flintstones are from, classic Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Question 5. Desmond Llewellyn. He was the actor. Yeah, he's from Newport, correct. He was born in Newport in South Wales. So I was going to make a derogatory joke about Newport then, about the gadgets he was giving Bond. Maybe they were stolen, but I don't think there's any need of this in this day and age. I got some Newport in me, and you know, props to my family. Question 6. Reservoir Dogs, Braveheart, Singing in the Rain, The Birds, $1 Million Baby for 5 points, 5 movies. How do we do? So we got 12 out of 4. These are where the strong scores come in. See, people are more into the media than they are into sports and stuff. Makes sense. So we have, glad you enjoyed it. We had, what we're looking at, full marks so far, first time in 9 weeks. Get some more sangria on the go if you want to join me for the picture round, coming up very short. 11, 12 out of 14, 10. There's some great scores here. 13, 11, 13, 10 out of 14. Can't count 12, right? That's getting closer. 13 out of 14, 12 points for Los Locos del Catés. Loving the Spanish names. 12 points, Mental Blanks. 11 for the team who makes names. Alison, you only got 4 points. You must have got Bedrock right though, did you? David must have known that one. Has he been to Bedrock Stadium as well? 11 out of 14. 12 for Everything is Awesome. You had 15. Gave yourself a point for every turtle. See, this is the mistake you make. 1 point for all of them. Strong comeback with 13 out of 14. Okay, we are moving on. So that was a strong score. Everyone's done really well that time. Good work. 7 points. Nice hot. She'll be very pleased to hear that, Stephanie. I will let her know for sure. But we are coming up to the pictures round. If you've not played the pictures round with us before, the way it works, I have a bunch of images I've photoshopped. I've cut out the faces of celebrities. I'm going to put them up on my screen, and then I'm going to fit my face into them like I would at a fairground or at the beach, like they've got in like Barry Island or whatever. I'm going to put my face to them. You have to tell me who the celebrity is. There's going to be 5 pictures on the screen. You have to tell me who all 5 of them are. God, I can see the picture before you can. All right. So there's 5 of these. There's a point for each. I have to squeeze my face into place. It's difficult for me because it's not a mirror image for me. So I have to counterintuitively go in other directions. So this is quite weird. And this is where the lighting makes a big difference. The coloring. Ah, right. Okay, I see now. Okay, so here we go. This is the first one. Who is this? Number 1. It's going to be fun. I'm going to put 5 of these on the screen for you. Who is this guy? 1 point. So you just write down the name of this person. If you need a clue other than his hair and glasses, then, I mean, you should know his name. There are places you can go where everybody knows your name. Okay, here's the second one. Yep, right. Oh dear, that's not a good fit at all. That's not the expression this woman has though. So number 2, for 1 point, you have to tell me who this is. I think it's more of a... I think it's more of a kind of like, I don't care, that kind of look. I feel a bit Manson family-esque in that one. All right, who is... So that was number 2. Who was that? Write it down on your paper. Oh, where are we going? This is what way is he facing? Like that, I think. Yeah, no? Yes. Aha. It's the ears that threw me off. I think he'd be singing a song in this, probably Christmas related. Merry Christmas. He's got a much smoother voice than me. Yeah, it's more of a kind of Merry Christmas. Something like that. I do need my haircut. Yeah, Number 4. Okay. Is it? Oh, yeah. Just give a facial hair. Why not? This is. There we go. I could do with a fringe like this, I think. Somebody want to put highlights on my hair? I don't like the earring though. Too big. Fit my finger through that. Who's that? Number 4. And your final one, your final celebrity. Who is who is this one? All right. But to get this one accurate, I'm going to do this. One point. Who is this? Okay, so you had 5 celebrities. You should have 5. You should have 5 names written down there. I'm going to give you the answers. Here they are revealed for you up on the screen beautifully. We've got number 1, Ted Danson, 1 point. And the clue I gave you, I said, so this is, this is him now when he's in shows like The Good Place, Bored to Death. But the clue I gave was go somewhere everybody knows your name. Of course, Cheers, greatest sitcom of all time. So that was Ted Danson is the first one. The second one, Billie Eilish. Busy Eilish. Another point there. And number 3, it is Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé for 1 point. We need 2 rounds of face. Okay, maybe I'll do some more next time. Michael Bublé for 1 point. Oh, that's right, he's in CSI as well. I think he's in one of the seasons of Fargo too. Oh, you're looking for a hint for the 5th guy. It is a sports personality, the 5th one. Question 4 is Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet for 1 point. I love how I'm being corrected on Michael Bublé's name. Yeah, I put Bublé because he appears in a sketch in Saturday Night Live with John Hamm. They have a restaurant together called Hamm and Bublé. Go check it out. Kate Winslet. And then the final one is Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, it was. I think that's quite an easy one. I left the Liverpool Football Club cap on him as well. So if you do know football, would have been easy to get. But if you don't like football, might have been quite tough. Would have been quite unlikely. So there were 5 up for grabs there. How did people do out of 5? How did people do? So there were 5 celebrities. How many did you get? Any luck? I literally just ripped a piece of paper and put it in my mouth. The man has got exceptional teeth. I don't think I can afford teeth that white. 4 out of 5, good work. His teeth are worse than your comedy. Don't say that. Man's got great teeth. It's just, he's got a big smile. I think it really shows off the work he's had. He's an incredibly nice, everybody says he's an incredibly nice guy as well, very sensible, great at his job, and he's got massive white teeth. You thought Kate Winslet with Kate Blanchett. That's why you lost a point there, Una. Both starts with Kate, I guess, as well. 4 out of 5 for Team Turktown. Uno, 1 point, Andrew. Who did you get? What was the celebrity? 3 out of 5 for Helen. We got Sally over on YouTube, got 2. Stephanie got 1. You got 1. Ah. I thought it was... it's hit and miss with the celebrity one, with the pictures round. You never know what people are going to have. San Portablo got 5. Well done. Good work. Buble and Klopp. Terrible way to end the night. It's not over, man. It's not over. The questions are over. Let's hear some total scores. Total up your scores. You do the math. I don't have time or the inclination or the intelligence. You work it out. You do the maths. And you tell me what your total scores are. The scores are coming in. First one, 33. 33 for Russell Clark. It's a good score. 31 in total. Ross, I want to know who topped it. Who got the top score? 28 in total. Good effort, Ian. That's a strong score. 30.5 all over for Philip Bang. 33. We're getting a good... I'm being told I could be Klopp. I wish I was on Klopp's money. That's what I wish. Steve is not a fan of Jurgen Klopp because he won Liverpool the Premiership. That's understandable. If he ever coached Barcelona, I'd probably feel exactly the same way about him. 27, 32. So he's the highest score so far, I think 33. I think that is what we're looking at. Can anyone beat 33? It's looking pretty good. 32 is a very respectable score. You should be happy with this. Total score 22 minus the 9. Damn 9 inch nails. Sorry, Charlotte, but them's the rules. All right, I implemented them, I think, like week 4 when everyone guessed that I was sticking in 9 inch nails questions, 9 inch nails trivia in everywhere. Never nice. 27, good score. Everyone's doing really well. I'm happy about this. 20 points overall for Chef Tadwix. Honestly, these are high scores. Week 1, everyone was terrible across the board. It was awful. People have progressively been getting better. Oh, we've got 35 for the Quarantinis. That's a high score so far. 34 out of 40 for Laura. 41 out of 45. That is unreal. Congratulations, Annette. I think you have the winning score there. The crown is in the post, obviously. 28 San Portablo. It's a good score. People have done really well. I'm happy about this. I never... Stephanie, what did you get? 11 in total. You think you got the lower? I don't know. Somebody must have. I think there's an 8 floating around somewhere as well. Look, the scores don't matter. We just messed around tonight. We just had some fun on a Saturday. I've drunk 3 beers. I'm going to move on to my 4th when the quiz is over, which is now. Mental blanks, 30 points. Week 19, I think people are getting better. I think it's getting better, right? Even people who did awfully first couple of weeks, they've come back. They've been training up. They've been reading up on the useless information. They've been listening to 9 Inch Nails because they know it's going to help them, except for the last 2 weeks where I haven't had a 9 Inch Nails question just to throw you. I'm wearing my homemade 9 Inch Nails t-shirt as well, my Art is Resistance t-shirt from the Year Zero campaign a couple of years ago. Once the lockdown is over, we should get together and make one giant pub team, quiz team. I don't think they let us into the pub. Can you imagine if, 70, 80 of us just rocked up to a pub? Yep, come on in, everyone. This is our team. It's called the Lopez Quiz Team. That's what we call it. Yeah, the scores don't matter. Hey, look, the scores don't matter in the grand scheme of things because nothing matters. It's a nice Nietzschean way to finish the thing. No, look, the scores matter too. I'm very competitive. If I was playing, I'd be kicking off if I hadn't won. That is just the way I am. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have enjoyed this, you can donate me some money via coffee. So you can tip me the price of a coffee, which is £3, or you can tip me a few coffee, maybe to get a new MacBook, but mainly just to keep Michelle and I alive, because we've got no work. Technically for us, we're still in lockdown because comedy industry is still not happening, gigs not happening, so that is why we put on this. That's why I spend the week photoshopping out celebrities' faces and looking up stupid trivia to mess around. But thank you very much for joining me. If you would like to tip me, it is ko-fi.com, that's ko-fi.com / Comedy Lopez. All right, so it's going to come up on the screen in a second. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please share all of my comedy sketches. I got a live gig. I've got a live gig going on the 29th. All right, which you can book tickets to. It's happening online on Wednesday. So you can watch. You can join. You can buy tickets for Zoom. You can buy tickets for YouTube. It is £7 for a Zoom ticket. We don't have many of those left. Less than, I think there's about 14 tickets left for Zoom. And we have tickets for YouTube, which is £5, private YouTube link to watch a live comedy show. A very good lineup of acts. So we got the wonderful Chris Chopping. We got Akin Omobitan, actor saw in Edinburgh a couple of years ago. He's fantastic. The great thing about doing stand-up online is that I don't have to be in the room. They don't have to travel far. I can book them and they can perform from their living room. So please book a ticket, comedyship.com. Like I said, not many Zoom tickets left. It means you can interact. If you're on Zoom, the comedians can see your faces. You can interact. You can mess around a little bit. I'll be hosting it. I'll be doing some new material. I'll be doing some stand-up comedy, which is what I do for a living. I am a better comedian than I am a quiz host. I promise you. Tune in for that. If you haven't already, you've got 4 days left to listen to my sitcom pilot on BBC Radio. You can go to BBC Sounds, search for Twinned Town. That's Twinned Town. Me and Leroy Brito, we worked together a bunch and we made a sitcom pilot which the BBC aired on BBC Radio Wales, and it's now available for everyone to listen to on BBC Sounds. If you go to BBC Sounds or the BBC Sounds app, you can listen to our sitcom pilot. There's only 4 days left. It's been on air since June the 29th. You can stream that anytime, download it as a podcast, whatever. But yeah, if you want to follow me on any other social media as well, it's Comedy Lopez, at Comedy Lopez on everything. Thanks, folks, for joining me. This has been so much fun. This keeps me occupied. This is the only reason I know what day of the week it is. I just spend the rest of the week working on this quiz and eating cereal. And Michelle and I complaining about how much longer we have to stay indoors and when the world is going to return to normality. I think it's going to be 2021 until stand-up comedy gigs are happening the way they were prior to the pandemic. But thank you for tuning in. It's going to come up on the screen now with the coffee links, etc. You can carry on commenting if you like. I'm going to join in the chat over on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. For those of you that are going out and enjoying life, if it's still happening out there, I don't know, I feel like I'm in a zombie movie. You can go out, enjoy yourself. If you're at home, please mix with your family, message people, have a good weekend. I will catch you on Wednesday night. That's the big one for me. It's been a long time coming. It's my first big gig live online, July 29th. So this Wednesday coming, book a ticket, come and join me, and I will see you then. But for the rest of you, have a wonderful week, and take care. See you on Wednesday, and then following Saturday we do another quiz. Why not? Because I'm addicted to these now.